Welcome back. Well, Sensex also crept a little bit into the green, but like we've been saying since morning that the breadth of the market remains positive. Volumes are a little thin, but when you go down, there's a lot of buying interest, especially in companies which have come out with good numbers. One of those companies is Sabero Organics. It manufactures pesticides, fungicides based out of Gujarat. Look at the profit after tax. It's up 101%. Sales are up about 21.5%. Sumit Chuganee joins us from Mumbai. Let's just get across to him and get the details on the numbers. Sumit, thank you very much for joining in. If you could just break down segment-wise the growth you've seen and also elaborate whether it's been just volumes or you've also got better price realizations.
Well, there are three parts of the business. There's a fungicide segment, there's a herbicide segment, and there is an insecticide segment. Then we have an India business, which is roughly about 35% of the overall business. And then the international part is about 65%. Though the third quarter is more India-centric because one of our main segments is the fungicide segment, and the third quarter is one of the largest consuming periods for it, used in crops like potato, apples, and so the consumption is on the third quarter. But so roughly in this quarter, the domestic business was about 40%, the international was 60%. Roughly speaking, our fungicide segment is about 40%, our insecticide segment is another 40%, and the herbicide is the balance 20%.
Sumit, what about, my second question is that has it been the top line growth of 21%? How much of it has been because of volume growth and how much has it come from better prices?
Right. Well, if you look at last year, with all the commodity prices were very high. So in fact, what we've seen in the current year is that the raw material prices have come down, and as a result the finished goods prices have also come down along with that. So we actually have seen a reduction in prices in the current year and the current quarter, or rather I would say in the current year as opposed to last year. In the current quarter it has been stable. So most of the growth is volume growth, and in fact prices have come down in line with lower raw material prices as compared to last year.
All right. Interest costs have risen quite a bit in the quarter gone by. Can you give us the reason and also run us through the debt position in your books right now?
Well, basically the working capital, if you look at the long-term debt, in fact it's reduced via repayments under the normal schedule. But our working capital has increased because our sales have increased. So in proportion with that, our borrowing on terms of working capital has increased. In terms of debt, as of March 31st, our debt was about 75 crores, which is made up of a long-term and a short-term part of it. The long-term part of it was about 25, and the working capital part of it was 50. As of end of December, the figures would be pretty much this, about, I would say, 85 to 90 crores, out of which the working capital would be about 65 to 70. And the long-term debt would be about 20 crores.
All right. Just also the Kharif season was very muted because the monsoons were very staggered and sporadic. Rabi season, has that been better? And what's the sort of full year guidance you can share with us, both for top line and bottom line?
Right. Well, yes, the Rabi season is better. And as I said, a large part of our segment is fungicides, which also is consumed in this time of the year. Mainly used in the potato crop, tomato and such. Going forward, if you look at the full year, the current year, we're expecting to close the year at gross sales of close to 500 crores. And then going forward in the next financial year, we're estimating an increase in the top line of about 20 to 25% on the top line for the next financial year.
All right, Sumit, thank you very much for joining us today and giving us a rundown on your numbers. Well, we're out of here on Power Lunch. That's all the time we have. Markets, of course, will be tracked by Ashu and Samina right after on Profit Newsroom.